My name is Rick Gloekler, and you might have been receiving some emails from me, some texts, and I want to go over my 1% buyer's rebate because I think it's real important that you understand exactly how it works and what it could mean for you buying a house. All right, so we're just going to put some information on the whiteboard here. I just want to go through it with you. All right, first of all, facts about the 1% buyer's rebate. First thing is you need to use me as a buyer's agent. If you are under contract with another agent, you can't use me because you're already under contract and I don't want to impede on their relationship with you, but you need to use me as your buyer's agent. Number two, it works for any house in Maryland. It works from Ocean City to Elkton to Crofton, all areas in Maryland it works. I'm licensed in the state of Maryland. Number three, there are no limits, no floors and no caps. For instance, you're buying a $100,000 house, you get $1,000 from me. Buy $1 million house, you get $10,000 from me towards closing costs. The next thing is you could use the rebate for closing costs or points to buy down your interest rate on your mortgage if you are getting a mortgage. So what I want to go through right now is a quick example. I had a client buy a house late last year for $435,000. She put 5% down. So this is a real life example of what she needed at closing and how she used my program and the different options that she had. So the loan amount was $413,250. That's just 95% of the $435 number. She needed $32,340 at closing. What did that number entail? It made up the amount of her down payment, the amount of closing costs, prepaid, title fees, any fees associated with buying the house. Now that's going to vary from county to county, title company to title company, and mortgage company to mortgage company. So what you need to do is you need to get pre-approved and talk to a title company to make sure that this number, what that number is for your situation. Again, whatever that number is, it's relevant only because we're going to be taking off of the rebate from that number of what you need at closing. So option number one is obviously used to lower the amount needed at closing. So in her case, $32,340 minus 1% of the sales price, and you get $28,290. So she's needed $4,350 less at closing because of my 1% program. Now, she had another option to do, and depending on how mortgage interest rates are doing, you could do one of two things. You could obviously take it to lower the amount needed, or you could take it to buy down the mortgage interest rate. Over the last couple of years, that really was unnecessary because mortgage rates were so low. They were right around 3%. So buying it down, buying a super low down to a little bit lower might not have made sense. But with mortgage interest rates rising right now, and they're a little bit higher, actually a lot higher than they were, it may make sense to do that now. So option number two is to buy your interest rate down. All right. A 1% rebate of your closing cost would equate to about 0.5% in the mortgage interest rate. So for this example, if she did a $13,250 loan at 6.25%, 30-year, her principal and interest would be $25.32. If she opted to take the 1%, the $43.50, and buy down the interest rate, she would buy it down to about 5.75%, roughly 0.5% less. Now, interest rates change all the time, so this is just a pure example of a mathematical equation of what they would be if it's 0.5 point less. So at $413,250 at 5.75, 30-year, her payment would be $24.01. That is $131 less than if she didn't use the 1% to buy it down. Over 30 years, that saves her $47,160. So a significant savings over the life of the loan. So with my rebate program, again, you have two options. Use it to lower the amount needed at closing, or just buy down the interest rate and get a much lower payment. It's real important that you know the advantages of using an agent like me that offers a 1% rebate. And if you have any questions, reach out to me. You can call me, 301-440-3120, or you can text me or email me. I'll answer any questions you have about my program, and it works. Thanks.